Why are you doing this? Pain coursed through my body as I desperately tried to crawl away from Serafina. She was supposed to be my sister. Sure, I was adopted, but she had always showered me with love. Yet now her eyes were ablaze with hatred and disgust as she glared down at me. Are you really that daft? Or do you genuinely not get it? She sneered, her voice oozing with contempt as I looked up at her, my pain mingling with confusion. I had always done what she wanted. I had let her take credit for my jewelry designs for years, so why was she turning on me now? Please, just tell me what I did wrong. I promise I'll do better. My words were a weak plea, cracking as hot tears streamed down my cheeks. Ugh! Serafina kicked my outstretched hand away as if it repulsed her. This is what I can't stand about you, she spat, her nostrils flaring. You act all sweet and innocent with that porcelain face and those big doe-like gray eyes, making everyone fall for you. Her fists clenched, her whole body shaking with rage. I hate you so much. Why? I croaked, my voice barely above a whisper. My head throbbed painfully from where one of her goons had slammed it against the cold, unforgiving wall of the abandoned warehouse. Why? Why? She suddenly screamed, her voice raw with fury. Because you stole my life? She spat the words like venom. What? I gasped, my breath hitching in a mix of pain and confusion. You stole 18 years of my life, she hissed. I was stuck in an orphanage while you were living the life that was meant for me. I'm supposed to be engaged to Lucian, not you. Bitterness coated her every word, hands balled into fists beside her. Me stomach twisted violently. What was she talking about? It wasn't my fault she had gone missing as a child, and when Mom and Dad found her 6 years ago, they had treated her with nothing but love. And Lucian, what did he have to do with any of this? I didn't even like him. Lucian, my brow furrowing in confusion. You know I don't like him. If you wanted him, you should have just said so. I'm sure Mom and Dad would cancel our engagement and set you up with him. Stop calling them Mom and Dad, she yelled, cutting me off. Her eyes were ablaze with raw anger. They're my parents, not yours. She was breathing heavily, her rage palpable before she continued. Besides, do you really think Mom didn't try to break off your engagement? Lucian was as stubborn as a mule. He wouldn't marry anyone but you, but I don't love him. My voice was a whisper, desperation creeping into my voice as my heart raced. It's Adrian I love. I searched her face, hoping, praying, that she would see that I never intended to take anything from her. Oh God, how dumb can you be? She laughed maniacally, the sound sending chills down my spine. Adrian doesn't love you, you idiot. He loves me. Her words sliced through me like a knife, shattering my heart into a million pieces. That's not true, I protested, shaking my head vigorously, trying to ignore the throbbing pain in my skull. Oh, but it is, she smirked, her face twisted with cruel satisfaction. All these years he's just been using you. You were just too stupid to see it. No, I cried out, my voice trembling. You should have listened to Lucian, you know. Her designer heels clicked ominously against the cold concrete floor as she approached me. The sound echoed eerily in the empty warehouse. He's been trying to protect you from us, but all you did was humiliate, insult, and betray him. Suddenly, she grabbed my chin, her fingers digging into my skin as she forced me to look her in the eye. You don't deserve him, she spat, shoving my head aside with revulsion. You're lying. My voice was barely above a whisper. I didn't want to believe her. I couldn't believe her. She scoffed. Am I? Tilting her head mockingly. She continued. What reason do I have to lie to you when you're dying anyway? My heart raced like a drum in my chest as I searched her face for any hint of a lie, but there was nothing. The cold, hard truth stared back at me from her eyes. Every word she uttered was genuine. But why? You know that little friend of yours, Talia? She continued, in a bored, almost nonchalant tone, as if she were discussing the weather. She figured out what we were up to, and well, we had to silence her. I gasped, my breath hitching in my throat as my eyes widened in pure horror. What? Talia was dead. My fiery, red-haired best friend. You pushed her away and neglected her. Serafina shook her head with mock pity, and even in the end she wasn't lying. She was trying to save you. She let out a bitter laugh, as if the thought of Talia's unwavering loyalty made her sick.